best way to describe the new Nissan Qashqai E-Power, if not the most accurate, is as an electric car that you fill up with petrol. As a series hybrid, the new e-Power system differs from the full, mild or plug-in hybrid setup in that the combustion motor as role in the process of propulsion is limited to powering a front-mounted 188 bhp electric motor, which drives the front axle directly. ITS the only such system currently on the market, but in principle it works a bit like the old BMW i3 range extender, or left as London Taxi, giving an all-electric driving experience while alleviating any concerns about range anxiety. Although today as fuel prices mean no car is really exempt from that, Nissan refers to it as a bridging technology and says it will help facilitate an all-out shift to electrification by familiarizing customers with the EV driving experience without asking them to adjust their driving habits. We're trying to get as close as possible to your next car, which will be an EV, a company spokesman said. Notably, the Qashqai E-Power arrives alongside the firm's second bespoke electric car, the Nissan Arena, as part of a multi-pronged approach to achieving a 50% electrification sales mix globally by 2030. Were it not for a fade emanating from the front end under load, the e-Power drivetrain would do a very good impression of a pure electric system. Take up is smooth and brisk, acceleration pleasingly linear, and should you turn the e-pedal mode on the brake regeneration extremely, almost too strong. There's no gearbox here, so there's no hesitation on kick-down nor lurching between ratios. All in, ITS a really nicely rounded setup, and one that starts to make more sense the longer you spend at the wheel. The engine only really makes itself known when pushing on, and while Nissan claims to have tuned the variable compression petrol to better match vehicle speed, a response to criticism of the jarring rubber band effect of a CVT gearbox, ITS still a fairly monotonous and an inspiring melody. Best be late with the right foot and let it tick away quietly. Certainly, this feels like the best resolved and least compromised powertrain you can have in the Qashqai, as it stands, doing away with both the frustrating manual and droning CVT available on the standard 1.3-liter engine while promising enhanced fuel economy and reduced emissions. ITS not a particularly quick or engaging powertrain by any stretch of the imagination, but it has been tuned to work best in urban and suburban environments, where target buyers allegedly spend 3/4 of their time, and it does indeed make a lot of sense at low speeds. Elsewhere, the latest addition to the Qashqai range remains true to the safe, predictable, and rational formula of the existing Qashqai variants. ITS comfortable, quiet and highly maneuverable, and the new generation infotainment system, which will soon be rolled out to all Qashqai models, brings welcome improvements in clarity and functionality. Nissan estimates that the e-Power will ultimately account for 40% of all Qashqai sales, making it one of the most important additions to the firm's lineup in recent memory. First impressions of the finished car suggest that's a credible and realistic ambition, if not even slightly pessimistic. ITS easy to imagine any prospective Qashqai customer being sold the benefits of this powertrain.